my name's Kelly and I'm a product designer. This is my fiance Nikolai, and he's a consultant with projects in international trade, marketing tech, and microfinance. We currently live in Detroit with our dog Moose, and now we're building our dream home up in northern Michigan.
It was around our third or fourth date. It may have been a little aggressive on my part, but I invited Kelly to get away from Detroit for a weekend. So we drove up to Sleeping Bear Dunes, where my parents often took me as a young lad. And as we were driving along the beach, we came across this A-frame that I'd always really liked as a child, and I'd commented on it. And Kelly, as a student of design, seemed really interested in the idea of building one. So we kind of put a pin in that for a year and a half, and with the remote environment that came along with the pandemic, we thought, why not try to live up here? So we got a parcel of land near the park, and now we're going to build an A-frame on it.
I'm at home right now. My dog Moose. There he is. I wanted to talk about why I wanted to start this channel. I basically just want to talk like normally about home ownership. I feel like no one ever talked to me about it, and I had no idea where to start. When we went through the process of buying this house, we were so confused. Like, we didn't know what the steps were. We didn't know what was expected or required of us. We didn't know how much it was going to cost. We didn't know how to predict costs. And I feel like even when I did a ton of research, it was really hard to like string all the pieces together in a way that I could understand. So I want to be able to do that for people like me. So yeah, I'm just going to talk about my experience. We bought this house a little more than a year ago. We live in Detroit, and we actually love going up to northern Michigan. It's been complicated, to say the least. I figured I could just talk about the ways that I've gotten organized, how we found our builder, how we found our home kit, how we found land, how difficult the process was to buy land and get money for the construction loan all in one. And I also thought it would be cool to just talk about what your options are. If you want to build a house, there's no reason you can't. And it's way more attainable than a lot of people think. I'm also going to talk about a bunch of other things. I'm going to talk about design, I'm going to talk about interior design, I'm going to talk about decor, just basically all the things that I love and all the things that I've learned, and just share them with you guys. I feel like if it's possible for me, it's possible for you. And I want to give you the tools to be successful and not as confused as I was. P.S. I'm in no position to give you advice. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what I learned. And I'm going to tell you out of all the options, I felt like this was the best one, or this was the best one. But don't listen to me if you don't want to. I'm not a realtor. I didn't take a real estate exam. I'm not a financial expert. I'm just a normal person. I thought I'd talk about how I got started with the whole home building process. I was I wonder how much it costs to hire an architect. And then I looked it up and they were $20,000. And I was no. We knew we wanted to build an A-frame. And so I just Googled A-frame kit homes. And I found 3 or 4 options. And I'm going to talk about them here. So I was basically considering 3 options for an A-frame kit. The first one is by Den. I'm obsessed with this company. I think they're really great at design and they make amazing products. Basically, they have a few plans and 1 kit. This is the plan that we were considering. It's a beautiful A-frame home. It had almost everything that we wanted. The reason we decided not to go with Den was because we wanted to make some important changes to the floor plan, and we also wanted the ease of ordering a structural kit so that our builder wouldn't have to go through the process of finding the materials himself. For the land that we selected, we were also required to build at least 1,300 square feet, and the Den floor plans maxed out at 1,000 square feet. Den does have a kit available for their smallest A-frame cabin. The other option we were considering was called A-frame. They make really, really beautiful homes. They were just a little bit outside of our budget. They were also a little too big for us. We wanted a maximum of around 1,400 square feet. These houses are closer to 2,000 or 3,000 square feet. They also have options to get a turnkey build, to only buy the materials, the raw materials, or the license for the plans only. It's great that they have so many options, and they also have other types of homes. We decided to go with A-Frame. We decided to go with them because their floor plans really fit exactly what we were looking for. The process of contacting them was super simple. We chose the Trio 120 and they have the floor plans right online. We could choose which one of the 4 options we wanted and then do what was called a red line, where we draw on the floor plans and make any changes we wanted. And then they would give us a quote for how much the drawing fees were for those additional changes. For example, we chose the open to above floor plan. We changed the front wall to a window wall, and made a couple of other edits like adding a wood stove and a couple of skylights here and there. What I love about A-Frame is that they connect with you and your builder. They set up a meeting with us and went through the process. We chose everything that we wanted, and once we give them the first half of the payment, they'll start making the kit. When they're finished, we'll give them the second half and they'll send the materials to our land. It's really simple to put together, which our builder was excited about. And hopefully it won't take too long to get this project finished. When we started our land search, we knew what we wanted. We wanted a great view, ideally with water. We wanted a lot of trees that would look beautiful year-round, and we wanted space, at least 5 acres. I had trouble finding land on traditional real estate websites, so I decided to use the websites of local real estate agencies. Once we started looking, we realized that there were some things that we thought we wanted that we actually didn't. Initially, we were looking for land that was heavily wooded. We thought it might be really cool to have an A-frame right in the middle of a bunch of big trees. But then we realized that we'd really like the house to have a lot of natural sunlight, and those trees would block that. We also realized that having a heavily wooded lot would mean we would have to cut down a lot of trees, which would increase our costs by a lot. We also love the idea of having a house on a hill, which we hadn't considered before. So as we continued our search, we tried to find parcels that had rolling hills. When we pulled into the last lot of the day, at the end of our first day of searching, we got really excited. We thought we had found the parcel of land that we wanted. At the end of this row, we found 6 acres of open land, beautiful meadows, and seasonal views of 3 lakes. We put an offer in, but we were exactly 1 day too late. Someone had put an offer in the day before and got to it before us. We spent another month browsing listings and making a list of parcels that we wanted to visit. The next time we went up, we actually broadened our search, so we looked in a lot of different areas, but we always came back to this same spot, halfway between Glen Arbor and Traverse City. It's a beautiful location, and most of the parcels have rolling hills and really beautiful trees. When we didn't get our first choice of land, we realized that we would have to be really quick the next time we found a parcel that we really liked. So when we found this one, we put an offer in immediately. The parcel that we chose was 5 acres, had rolling hills, beautiful tree cover that would look amazing all year round. It's close to the Sleeping Bear Dunes National Lakeshore, has a private maintained road and electricity already installed. It's extremely quiet, and you get the feeling of being secluded, even though there are other homes and a lot of amenities nearby. It's near a new trail where people can hike or go cross-country skiing, and it was exactly what we were looking for. Once we found the land that we wanted to buy, things definitely didn't get easier. In our next video, we'll talk you through the construction loan process. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and follow us on Instagram.